like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Mac.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, it's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
League in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first, but he also in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him in
nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A big 30-yard play on third.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those gaps.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ray Maliluga in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Third and long, it's Darnold. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you, it's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to take over right there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So out now come the Jets. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Kyle Williams coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Darnold, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you. Maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Holding offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will knot things up here late in the... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off of play action, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A first down throw, Darnold. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trent Murphy in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
No, Jack, Patriot!
On second down yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player of the year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
To throw is Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here comes... After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They begin with a run by Corral. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Corral. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge value. This is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. Oh, partner, there's something special.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fast.